Letters have been written to and from our troops since the Revolutionary War. They've played an important role in keeping those who are serving connected to home. Gary Morgan from the Museum of Texas Tech says when you come to the exhibit, you'll get a real sense that it was more than just a letter to those who were deployed.
It's more than the message in the letter, it's the actual tangible physicality of the letter. That letter was held by the person who wrote it. If it was written in their handwriting, it's in the handwriting of your loved one. And when you hold it and you read it, you have got a real tangible physical connection with the person who has written that letter. You just can't capture that with an email or a Skype.
The importance of these letters holds true even today. Eric Washington, a Marine Corps veteran, says it was a big deal when the mail truck came in during his time in Afghanistan.
One of the things that happens frequently when you're deployed that long is you kind of start to feel separated from the rest of where you came from. You feel like they don't understand you and you don't understand them anymore. And mail call is an incredibly important time. We'd have the trucks pull up. We had our mail delivered via 7 tons. They'd come up maybe once a month if we were lucky, and they'd be full of boxes and letters, and they'd sort it all out. It was a lot like Christmas. You'd be standing there waiting on your name to get called to go and get your letter.
Usually when you send a letter, it needs to be in an envelope with a stamp. Dr. Steve Maxner, the director for the Vietnam Center and Archives, says there are cases when the post office accepted letters no matter what condition they were in.
And there's examples of this, for instance, from Vietnam, where soldiers would literally just grab whatever they could, a piece of cardboard, a box that contained sea rations, whatever, and literally write a letter home on that, put the address, and hand it in. And the post office honored that. It didn't have to be on paper, it didn't have to be in an envelope, it didn't have to be sealed with a stamp. You could just write something down on whatever you had handy and give it out for mail call, and it would get delivered by the postal system.
Washington says even though technology has changed how we communicate with each other and has made it a lot easier for troops to reach loved ones back home, nothing compares to receiving a letter.
You can't take an email with you on a mission. You can't put that in your flak jacket and carry it around with you and reference it when you're outside the wire. And there's something great about being able to do that, having that link, seeing handwriting of somebody that you know. And I think that's something that's lost in the rest of our culture a lot now. It's one of the last bastions of handwritten letters is for deployed troops.
Mail call is part of a traveling exhibit prepared by the National Postal Museum and the Smithsonian and will be at the Museum of Texas Tech until July 17th. With photojournalist Heath McCarty, I'm Austin Kempker, Fox 34 News at 9.